Ooh, we are back, babies. Oh,
We are so back.
We are so back.
Welcome back to the Off Scot-Free podcast.
Off Scot-Free podcast.
We
Trademark pending.
We went over time.
We went over time. We have structure now, and we're going to try to get through this a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Going to be smart about this.
Yeah. Our honeymoon, we don't want to leave out any details of it. And
Nothing necessary.
Yeah. So we thought that so we don't feel strained for time, let's just go ahead and split it into 2 different episodes.
100%.
So we had London and France in that first one, and now we're going to talk about our adventures in Italy in this one. So
100%.
yeah.
Let's dive into it.
Yeah.
So,
let's dive into it.
morning of, we wake up. If we go back to sleep. I'm kidding. No, we wake up, and I don't know what the time of the flight is. Do we remember that at all?
I have us getting onto the flight at 1 p.m.
1 p.m.? Okay. Yeah, I do remember that it being a pretty a later flight, if you will.
But
so we were actually
leaving
able to
the hotel around like 10 a.m.
So I got sleeping a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Comparatively, especially from the day before. Needed that. I'll be so real. So got on the metro, or packed our things, checked out, got everything situated there, got into the metro, started heading towards the airport.
Hung out in the airport for a little bit.
Same airport, I believe, we came into.
Yes, but it was a little bit confusing because we had to go to a completely different terminal at a completely different location.
Completely separate. It was so weird. I was like, are we in the right place? And we were, but we weren't.
We took an Air France flight to Italy. Our first stop in Italy was Venice.
Venezia.
Fun little tidbit as we were going from France to
Paris
Italy.
to Venice.
We flew over the Swiss Alps.
Yes, we did. It was funny too. I don't know, because we had the shade lowered because we were catching up on our Stranger Things in order to be all caught up for season 5. We technically had already seen them before, but we were rewatching. So we got a little caught up there, and it was a random moment, for the record. I just remember opening up the window, and I was like, what are those?
Whoa, what are we looking at?
Those look beautiful. Now? That's like, and at first I was like, that has to be the Swiss Alps.
Yeah,
I
jokingly said, like, must be the Swiss Alps.
And I was like, oh yeah, sure. And so I took a picture, and we landed. And apparently it was close enough to a satellite that a geotagged it, and it was the Swiss Alps.
It was the Swiss Alps.
They were the Swiss Alps that we saw, and I was like, that's wild.
Absolutely insane.
It felt like a Louvre moment 2.0. I was like, what?
Yeah.
we saw what we thought we saw.
Not well-traveled people.
No, we got educated very well this round, I would say.
So we landed in Venice first, which technically it wasn't Venice.
Not Venice proper.
We land at the Marco Polo airport,
Yeah.
which is technically in Tessera, Italy,
Yeah.
which is on the mainland next to Venice.
Yeah.
In our
Very close to Venice, for the record.
yes, like a 20-minute bus ride away,
Yeah.
maybe.
Not far.
Yeah.
Not far.
And
we gotta take a bridge.
Yes, we had to take a bridge to Venice.
Yes, we
But our hotel that we stayed in was actually the airport hotel.
It's like official. I don't even know what it was, but it was
Venice
called the Airport Hotel.
Yes, in Tessera.
Yep.
Well, we got there, got to the hotel. We hung out in there for a while, just chilled.
Yeah.
We took it as kind of a rest day.
That whole day was so necessary, honestly, especially from the day
We
before.
watched Luca that night.
That
was fun.
That was cool. It was the first time I saw Luca. I really liked it.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
Yeah, very sweet stuff.
And that night, we decided we didn't want to go to Venice quite yet, that we just do all of Venice stuff the next day.
In a day, yeah. 100%.
Which was the only day that we had fully in Venice.
Because it was 2 in Venice, 2 in Florence, and 2 in Rome.
Yes.
So we're in Venice right now.
And we decided to hang out in Tessera, and we went to a restaurant called Al Quadrante. And honestly,
What a name.
probably my favorite Italian food that we had.
I agree. I
think so. It was the first place we went, and it was just a hole in the wall. We literally just looked up places that were close to us.
Yeah.
And we just picked like one of the first ones.
It was like one of the only ones that we had that wasn't either in Venice or just pretty far.
Yep.
That wasn't not within walking distance, that is.
And we got some good bruschetta bread for an appetizer. I got myself an Aperol Spritz. Atlas got a pizza. I got some pasta. We got tiramisu, and it was all for like 40 euros, which I felt was pretty good for
It's pretty stable
all
price.
that we got.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. It was one of the lowest priced and best meals that we had the entire trip, in my opinion.
I agree.
I really, really enjoyed that place. If you're ever in Terceira, go to Al Quadrante. Oh my gosh, so good. If we ever go back, I want to go back to that restaurant.
No,
it was so good.
It was so chill.
The bread with the balsamic vinegar and oil. It was so good. So good.
Different.
Anyway, the next day, we woke up.
Woke up nice and well.
Yeah.
A little hot. Hotter than we wanted to be.
We woke up, went our way into Venice on the bus. There's a bus stop in Terceira that we took.
Yeah.
We went to and took the bus there. Yeah. And yeah.
We got there.
Yeah, we got there. Our first stop in Venice, we ventured around just walking through the streets.
Just walking. We're kind
to
of
the Rialto Bridge.
Yeah, we're going to Rialto Bridge. I was just kind of impressed because like Venice is it's a place, you know?
Oh yeah.
It's not just like a city or anything. It's just a place. And that sounds stupidly obvious, but it's like, it's an island. That's what it feels like. And it feels like a bunch of islands, honestly, just packed into one. That's been like,
it feels so stuck in time.
So stuck in time.
And that's the other thing too. The only reason that Venice is because it's so touristy.
So touristy. I can't imagine wanting to just like live in Venice for the rest of your life.
We were like, all the locals there had to have some sort of touristy catering job on the island.
That's probably all the money, honestly. That's
yeah.
where it all comes from. I'm not saying that's the only money, but it's like that's kind of what it felt like, I would say.
Yeah.
Tons of tourists around us.
I'd seen a lot of things in the past couple of years that the waters have been going up in Venice.
Yes.
It's been flooded a lot, and that there won't be a lot of time where Venice is still above water. We didn't really have any issues with that at all when we were there. Obviously, some places there was a little bit of overflow, but it wasn't anything insane. We didn't need rain boots.
Sure, it's at sea level, so it's like it's right there. Like there are many moments, many places where it's like just 2 steps down gets you to the water. Like it was like literally like stepstones of like marble, and you're like, oh, that's just some sea right there. That's cool. Love that for us.
Yeah, but overall, very beautiful and aesthetic place. We didn't have much on our like to-do list.
There's not much to do. It's not necessary.
I did have a gelato place I wanted to go to, a tiramisu place I wanted to go to.
As we always do.
And we had reservations for dinner that evening.
From one of your clients that
one of my clients.
Gave a beautiful list. Honestly, basically an essay's worth of advice for going to Europe. She was very sweet, very kind with it. She's done a lot of travel, and it helped a ton.
Yeah, it did. It did. It helped having some sort of structure to it a little bit. But yeah, from the Rialto Bridge, we went to my tiramisu place first. We kept doing this thing where we'd have dessert for breakfast, and Atlas was getting really frustrated at me for that because he likes to either fast or not have breakfast.
Fast or have some kind of like meat.
Yeah.
Just honestly, anything that's like
not have dessert.
Nothing like high sugar. That's like it's never settled well. I'll say.
But I dragged them to the tiramisu place.
It's Europe, and I'm like,
it was on the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was on the way.
On the way.
I got pistachio. She got regular tiramisu.
They were both amazing.
It was my favorite tiramisu, I think.
Best tiramisu ever.
Honestly, it was
that we've ever had, and we love tiramisu.
Yeah. It was so even. It was just beautiful. It was like such a cute little cup.
Great tiramisu.
I loved it.
That place was called I Tre Mercanti, I think. Also something I saw on TikTok.
I think there's a couple of them in Venice. Am I wrong about that?
No, I think there's just one.
Just one? All right.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Then we went to the square.
Yes, we did.
Which was beautiful.
So awesome. So awesome.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Hung out around there. And then eventually, after some wandering, it was about lunchtime.
Yeah.
We didn't have a plan for lunch. Decided to just look someplace up. That was a local place.
Yeah.
Online. That wasn't too crazy expensive. And we kind of walked a bit to kind of the outskirts, I assume, where most people live.
Yeah. It felt very quiet, which I honestly
There were a lot of
appreciated.
clotheslines and that kind of
Yes,
thing,
we did.
and
As we
so
said.
tourists nearby.
Yeah.
And went in there and we both got some pizzas. Pretty decent pizzas.
Quite
The
good.
bread there was good.
Bread was amazing.
Got an Aperol spritz again.
As you should.
It was great.
Yeah, she should.
Yeah. I had. We should have kept an Aperol spritz count for me.
I'm shocked that we didn't. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm assuming 10 in total, but I don't know.
probably.
Right?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Sounds right. But
Yeah,
having fun. Having fun.
yeah. But it was super fun.
Yeah.
Eating there. After that, we walked to the gelato place.
Yes, we did.
Suso. That
Yes.
place was pretty good.
Yes.
Very touristy.
Yeah.
Then we went to this bookstore that was kind of famous there. That has
Has these steps.
steps made out of books.
Steps made of books.
Which was
We were like, that's crazy.
and
Anyways,
cats.
we had cats.
There were cats in there.
There were some cats.
Yep.
Some felines.
And just kind of wandered. There was a cool garden that we saw at some
A
point.
really magnificent garden.
Yep.
I was like, what is this doing here?
Oh yeah, and then we saw that that one kind of tucked away place, the staircase.
Oh, yeah, this
talking
marble
about?
staircase.
Yes.
It's like, I don't know if it was made of marble or not, but it was
What's
white.
it called?
Oh, and I remember seeing it. I was like, that's crazy, but you have to pay to go up it.
Yes.
It was kind of tough. We didn't do that.
It's Palazzo Contrini del Bolvo.
Yeah, something like
Very beautiful.
that. Yeah. It was really cool to see. There's just moments where we're like, this is awesome. Man, we really should have a list of things we got to do here.
Yeah.
Oh, but it was
And
kind of
from
cool to just
there-
experience it all.
Yeah. From there, we had to get our token gondola ride.
Of course,
We had to.
as you do.
Uh,
As you do.
and went
We're like,
ahead.
we said it as in the
hopped on
budget.
that.
We're going to do it.
Yep. And our gondola guy, he did a great job.
He was so nice.
Yeah.
So sweet.
So kind.
Yeah, we just hopped on.
Yeah.
This man knows so many languages.
Oh my gosh. We were talking about that too. These people in Venice who are catering for tourists have to know like 5 or 6 different languages fluently enough to hold a conversation and to give fun facts or answer questions or
Yeah.
which is absolutely insane to have that kind of comprehension skills.
Bonkers. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, something that was surprising to me was how many like Asian folk were in Italy.
Tons of the Chinese and Japanese descent, if
Yes,
you will. You
and
know?
those
Koreans.
gondola guys had to be able to speak Mandarin and stuff.
Oh my
too,
gosh,
which is
yeah.
crazy.
It's like, that's complex language. And,
Yeah.
like, they're talking about all these fun facts, and it's like great English, and like you, and then like whenever he'd pass another gondola rower, I don't know, gondola guy, he would just switch to Italian easily, and they're just
Yeah.
like, of course that's his first language, but it's like just hearing these different languages, all the cultures clashing in the. I would say what I felt very consistently in Europe, or at least the place that we went, to be fair, we were in touristy areas, they were very forgiving with our lack of knowledge of how to speak Italian. Or
as long
French.
as you're polite enough to greet them with
Yeah.
their language,
Like,
and
like bonjour, or
yeah, try.
yeah, ciao.
Yeah.
Like give it a shot, and like if you show any effort, and they're most of them are like pretty chill. I'll be so real from our experience. Might not be the case, but from what we saw, it was very sweet.
Yeah, we had a really good experience with all of the European folk, honestly.
Yeah, like it was chill. It was chill.
Yeah, it was really great, very accommodating.
Yeah.
But
Very nice.
from there, after our gondola ride, we decided to go get some souvenirs for some people.
Yes, we did.
So a lot of shopping around St. Mark's Square and kind of going around there.
Yeah.
And of course, after we got out of St. Mark's Square, we went a little further away from the heavy tourist places, and we found the same things that we just bought for cheaper.
Substantially cheaper. And we're like, dang it.
Dang it. Yeah, that's...
We bought this one thing, like I bought a bunch of, I want to say, glass animals at the very least from this guy in the square, and he gave us like a free gift when we were leaving, because we bought over like 100 euros worth of stuff for our families, and then we went like day passed a little bit, then we went to another place, and we saw the same things for like half the price maybe,
much cheaper.
and I was like,
We're like, that's why he gave us something
that's
for free,
tough.
because he cheated us. He cheated us bad.
And I was like, that's, you live, you learn.
Yeah.
And And it wasn't a bad store. It's just like they're just more expensive because it was in the square, and so that's on us.
But it was fun. We got tons of souvenirs from there, and it was really cool.
It was really cool to because we planned ahead. This was her idea, and it was very smart to buy Christmas gifts and some birthday gifts for our people in Europe, because that's way more cool than anything you could probably get in America. It's way more special, I'll say. So that was really fun to get through that in a lot of ways on that day. And after that, we just kind of shut down a little bit.
We just hung out in the square for a little bit before we had to go to our reservation at Livanera.
Yes.
Now, that was close to probably the most expensive meal that we had.
It was pretty up there. It was pretty up there. Clearly for Americans, because the music was just pop music from 2010 and 2020. Yep. I was like, that's unfortunate.
But the pasta, I will say my pasta was really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed my pasta.
I like my pasta
Atlas liked his too.
It wasn't too bad.
We were just like, man, I wish it wasn't that expensive.
The price was just not justifying what I was eating at that point. I was like, I know I could get the same, probably near the same thing at the place they were just at. So I was like, I was a little sad, but it was okay.
Yeah. But overall, pretty great experience.
Yeah.
From there, we went back to our hotel room. Now, something about Europe.
Yeah.
That we found out.
For y'all, if y'all want to figure out whether or not you guys want to go to Europe, this has been our experience.
This is important to know as an American. Me and Atlas are people who like to sleep in the cold. We leave our AC.
We are igloo people.
on cooling, even in the wintertime.
Oh, yeah, we like it as
at
cool
like
as you possibly
68 degrees.
Yes.
We love it. We want it to be cold inside.
Yes.
In Europe, take note of this, at a certain time of year after it drops below a certain degree.
For a consistent amount of time, I'm assuming.
They switch it from cold to heat.
Yeah. It's very
universally.
Very binary how they do it. And I remember we were talking, we first talked to Hotel Aiglon, which was our Paris hotel, and they said, hey, if it's too warm, just open a window. That was basically their thing. I was like, all right. And we
did that, and it was great.
It was fine.
Because it was like probably 50s, 40s outside.
At night.
That was kind of the temperature the entire time we were there, was around 50s, 60s, 40s pleasant. At night.
Very pleasant.
We really, really enjoyed that.
It wasn't too cold, wasn't too warm. And then we got to this hotel, and I was like, I'm going to be a little bit more assertive here. I'm going to ask them to turn it to cold. And in like very unfortunately broken English, they were like, we can't.
And this was unfortunate in this place specifically because we couldn't open the window because they told us not to.
Yeah.
Because there was like stink bugs all outside.
Yeah.
And so me and Atlas were just kind of laying in bed. We couldn't.
Top of the covers.
We couldn't.
Did not want to get on the
cuddle
covers.
with each other.
We were
anything.
Like, I love you from afar.
Yes. And eventually it got to a point where Atlas was like, screw this. I'm opening the window.
Because it was like, here's the thing. It was like warm in there, and outside it was cold. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This is an easy solve.
Yeah.
And the second I open up the window, little stink bug crawled all the way in.
And it's because they like the heat.
They love the heat, and it's cold outside. So where are they going to go? They're going to go inside if they can. And I closed the window immediately, and I see his friend sticking out over there trying to follow him, but he couldn't because I closed it in time. And we had a little friend for the night, and I just didn't open it, and I didn't open it up again.
Which was so much fun.
Like it was fine for the record.
The worst sleep.
We thankfully looked it up a little bit, and they were like, if you don't agitate stink bug, you're fine. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I don't like that a stink bug's in here, but I'm not gonna do anything. And it was like it was on the curtain, and it was like really high up. It was pretty high ceilings, and I was like, what do I do? What do I do? I kept asking you, and you're like, I don't know. I was like, if we don't have a ladder, I'm not gonna like rip it down. So it's like,
just leave it.
All right, Phil, you're gonna stay there for the night, and we're gonna go to sleep. Don't crawl into my mouth.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that happened.
It was fine. It was fine.
It was okay. It's a little dramatic, but it was okay.
Yeah. From there, though, we woke up, and we actually had to take the bus to Venice to hop on a train.
Yes, we did.
To head down to Florence.
Yes, Florence.
Spoiler alert, we really liked Florence.
That was our favorite place.
Yeah.
A lot of great places for the record. We loved all of them, truly.
Yeah.
But Florence just had a different vibe, and that was probably because of our schedule, too.
Yeah,
honestly.
we didn't have much planned for Florence. I think
Relax.
the only thing we had planned was I knew a place I wanted to go for the sunset because it was above everything else.
Indeed.
Knew a potential sandwich shop if we were in the mood for that, and we had reservations for dinner the second night.
Yeah, and then other than that, that was kind of it.
Yeah,
we were like,
pretty open and free.
we knew what we could do. We didn't have to do anything, and that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we got there
And
pretty
so-
early morning,
yeah.
I'd say.
We got there in the morning. We walked to our hotel, which was about 30 minutes.
Yep.
Went and set down our luggage, went back out again. We were hungry at that point. It was about 11:30.
I need some grub.
And
Stomachs are rumbling right now.
we started walking towards the David, thinking we could maybe just get in.
Yeah.
And turns out you gotta get tickets pretty in advance for that.
Yeah, you gotta
And
do the thing.
the lines were really long.
And without
And
too much
so-
research, we were like, we'll just go tomorrow.
Yeah,
Probably
just go
buy tickets
tomorrow.
later tonight.
It'll be fine.
No worries.
And then we saw the sandwich place that my client had recommended me
Yes.
right next to the David. And I was like, oh my gosh, we should go there. And so we went in there. Great sandwiches on
Amazing
focaccia
sandwiches.
bread.
2 focaccia breads, just stacked, like squishing.
So good.
Beautiful meat,
So
beautiful sauce. I don't know what the sauce that they used was.
Oh yeah, it was like a green kind of pesto kind of thing, but it was like creamy.
Yes, it was really creamy.
Yeah, and also like balsamic.
Yes, just like it was just beautiful flavors.
So
A
good.
lot of oil, but great.
So good.
We had 2 sodas there.
Oh my god.
This was kind of funny. I had a Fanta, and when I was looking at the soda fridge that they had there, I saw the Fanta, but I thought it was the yellow version of the Fanta. Because I was like, that's just yellow. I'm looking at for the orange one. That's what I think Fanta is. And then I think you explained it to me, and I realize from your explanation, plus just logically, they don't use Red 40 in Europe, or at the very least, Italy. And I was like, oh,
You're right.
this is gonna be different. And so I get that, and then she gets a glass Coke.
Yep. A glass bottle of Coke, thinking it would be one of those ones that has cane sugar in it, not corn
They were
syrup.
thinking Mexican
Yeah,
sugar. That's what we thought, at least. So we sit down, eating our sandwiches, and we open up our sodas. And
I struggled to get my soda open.
that's true. You had to have a bottle opener. We had to
Yeah,
go
because
back
it wasn't
in.
a screw off. We had to go back in
Yeah.
to get it.
That was unfortunate. That was on us. So we got that open. She
It
took a
was
sip.
so not worth it.
She took a sip, and she was like, ugh. I'm like, what? And she was like, it's not good.
It's like there's something wrong with this Coke.
I'm like, what do you mean? Give it to me. Because she was going to throw it away. And I was like, what do you mean? And I took it. And I was like, oh. That's different.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I don't know, honestly, what it was. I don't know if that was normal. I couldn't tell you. But I just remember very vividly, I was like, that is the worst Coke I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like warm. It was cold. And it should have been good because it was from the glass bottle. But I was like,
good.
man, I don't know what we're putting in our American sodas, but they need it here. I don't know if they banned it or not, but it's not good.
Yeah, it was really bad.
And my Fanta was okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's
And then we went to a gelato place after that.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Which redeemed it a little bit. I'm not gonna
Little
lie.
bit.
We wanted our little sweet tooth.
Yeah.
I'm
And
satisfied.
then from there, just kind of walked around for a while, to be honest.
Yeah, we were
until
just
could
looking
check
around.
into our hotel.
Yeah.
Kind of passed by like the leather markets.
Thankfully, and just a little side note, we were able in every hotel to drop our bags off,
Yeah.
which was so helpful.
So nice.
So nice. I don't know how people backpack over Europe. I don't get it. Could tell you. Not the mindset here.
Yeah.
But thankfully, for our honeymoon, we didn't have to carry bags more than we had to.
Yeah.
I was really appreciative of, because we had a few things. We didn't have a lot, but we had a few things, which would have made it a lot harder to move. But it was continue.
Yeah. From there though, we went back to the hotel and just kind of like hung out around there. I am mixing up whether or not we went to the leather markets the first day or the second.
We
day.
definitely glanced at the leather markets. I don't think we ever bought anything either until the night of that or the next day.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah.
No,
Because
actually,
we got a ton of stuff from the leather markets. I want to say that we
at least perused. I remember us looking at them pretty extensively in Florence.
You know, I think we did go the first day to get all the stuff for everybody else.
Yes,
And then the next
yes.
day we tried to go back
I believe you're right on
for
that.
us.
Yeah.
and it was a different guy working.
It was a different guy. You're right. Yeah, so it had to be on
I'm
the
pretty
first
sure
day.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because
so
we were
the
like,
first
these are
day,
cool leather products. I like this.
before we went back to our hotel
Yeah,
to check in, that's when we did a bunch of our leather shopping.
100%.
And yeah, if you want good leather for a pretty good price.
Really? I was happy with the prices,
I
honestly.
thought a fair price.
Fair price.
Go to Florence. But after that, the leather shops, we got to go back to the hotel and check in, and then we got to go up to the room. We got a really nice room.
Yes, we did.
Had like 2 levels.
Way nicer than it should have been.
Yeah.
I think it was technically random because we didn't necessarily pick what we were in.
No.
The service that we went through was very awesome. Highly recommend tripmasters.com. Highly recommended. Makes it very easy to figure out flights and hotels or living situations, if you will. It was technically like a floor and a half for our hotel room because it was like a level of the kitchen, then you went up 2 steps and you saw the bed.
Yeah, there's a cute balcony.
It was like a little suite. It was really nice.
We really enjoyed it.
I think it was technically a suite.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah. And because then we FaceTime my mom.
Yes, we did.
And we showed her all the stuff that we got for everybody from the leather shops, except for what we got her.
Of course.
And then we ran a little over. We were trying to get to the sunset spot.
Yeah, to the top of the hill.
Yeah, before sunset.
Yeah.
And we were running a little over.
Yeah.
With my mom's phone call.
I was like, we got to wrap this up. And it was like an hour-long phone call. It pushed us a little far.
So we were walking there, and then it was just the stress of having to, run there.
Yeah.
And
I was pushing. I was like, let's go. Come on. We can make it. We can make it.
It was making me feel bad.
She was not feeling good. I felt terrible. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was having an adventure, and she was like, we're going to miss it. I'm like, no. Not with that attitude. We can do it. And
I was stressed and sad.
That was not it. She was wanting to just walk and go there peacefully. I unfortunately did not have that mindset. Total my fault. But we got there. Did not, unfortunately, get to see the sunset at that place.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see the colors change in the sky. It was really beautiful.
Yeah, but it was okay because we got to go back the next day.
Yeah, we got a round 2 in the way that she wanted that I honestly really appreciated. Totally understood. To do it on the next day.
Yeah.
So much easier. And we got a better spot too.
Yeah.
So.
And then we walked to after dinner, not after dinner, after there to dinner. A pizza place next to a gelato place we were going to go to afterwards.
Yeah.
And this pizza place was called Berry Beer, I think.
What?
Berry.
Can I see it?
Berry Pizzeria.
Couldn't tell you. That's
anyway,
totally wrong, probably. But
it was
okay.
All right.
It was okay. It was a lot of cornmeal, honestly.
Which was so odd because usually Italian pizza's not very cornmeal heavy.
It was the first time we got a pizza, at least from my knowledge, that it was cut. Virtually every other pizza place that we went to place that served pizzas, they would just give you the whole pie, just a circle, no slices. I'm sure there's a way that they eat it that I was not eating it the way that they wanted me to, because I just started cutting the slices myself with the knife that they gave us.
Right.
But this was basically the only place I didn't have to do that, which I kind of appreciated. That gave me points. They gave me points in my mind. Yeah. But it was okay. Yeah. It was okay. Call it a B+.
Yeah.
Maybe B+ pizza.
After that, we went to Gelateria de Neri.
Yes, we did.
That place was really good.
That was fun.
There's really
just a bunch of cool people there, honestly. Yeah. Behind the counter. I liked it.
And then from there, we kind of walked through the dark town, the night crowds back to the hotel.
Yes, we did. Yes.
And that was cool to see everything at night.
Yeah.
We honestly slept in a good amount the next morning before heading out. To the point where our first stop was a food court next to the leather market. Where we got lunch.
We got some burgers. Got some hamburgers.
Yes, we walked around and looked at all the different places. I got an Aperol Spritz again.
As you should.
Yep. And then we looked around and we ended up settling on burgers, and they were really good burgers.
Really solid. Really solid. Fresh burgers.
He got his plain and dry.
Should have done that. That was me. That was me being me, unfortunately.
But
there's a lot more sodium in burgers than there are in America than there are in Europe.
Yes. They recommended that I got some barbecue sauce.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it was.
I tried hers. I was like, man, that tastes good. That tastes good.
It was a really good burger.
I regretted mine, but it was still good. Still a solid burger.
One of our tidbits from our
a little anecdote.
Food court, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We were sitting at a table next to the burger joint.
Yeah.
Burger stand, if you will. And
I was chowing down on my burger.
Yeah, we're eating our burgers, and we hear a white woman.
A very white woman.
An American accent.
This is important.
Yeah. Old lady.
Yeah.
Talking to the...
Her name was Karen.
Yeah. Talking to the lady who had just served us our burgers.
Yeah.
And all I hear is cold sandwiches. Where can I get a cold sandwich? Yeah. And the poor lady behind the counter is like trying to understand her.
She knew just enough English to order and make a hamburger.
Yes.
That was it, which was so funny to hear about it because I didn't know what was going on, but I was just kind of like in the background just eating.
Yeah. And I ended up getting up and going over to her, and I was like, ma'am, are you looking for cold sandwiches? And she was like, yes. Oh my gosh, she doesn't understand me. Finally, someone who can talk to me. And I was like, they have a cold sandwich, like, counter.
Yeah, because we had made the round, and she remembered.
Yeah.
Cold
and I, like,
sandwich.
pointed her that direction. She was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And she was like, it's like they don't even try to speak English around here. And I just kind of like...
You just kind of laugh like, ha 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 ha. But it's like, we are in central Italy.
Yeah.
Like, we are...
What do you mean?
We are deep into it. We're not on the border. And by the way, the border is not English-speaking countries.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
She could say the same thing about you, and she'd be right.
Yeah.
And so I heard that. I burst out laughing. I was like, what are you talking
dumb.
about? I heard it from her, and I burst out laughing. And I was like, what? Who says that?
So after we went to this food court, we then went to one of the photo booths that they had, the Photo Automatica.
Photo Automatica.
On the streets, and that was really cool. It's
really awesome.
Like on film.
Yeah. I could appreciate a little bit because I realized, because the film that comes out is wet, and I took like one film class in high school, and like you develop stuff, and it's the chemicals that you use are liquids, so it's wet for a bit. And I was like, oh, this is like actual film, like photographic paper here, which is really awesome. Which made it way more special than what's just printed out.
Yeah.
Anyways, I thought that was really cool.
It took it like 4 minutes to develop.
You got 4 minutes. I'm like, why does it take 4 minutes? It was developing. That's what it was crazy. We got 2 strips.
Yes.
From one
and then
another.
We went to... I wanted to go to this place that does affogatos. Called Vivaldi.
Yeah.
And it was closed. And we were trying to figure out, I was like, why is everything closed? Well, it turns out that Mondays are kind of like
it's an off day.
An off day in Florence specifically. And that the David was closed, so we couldn't go back there.
Couldn't go back. I was so sad.
We couldn't get I think it was called Vivaldi. I think that's the
That sounds like it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And so we went to another gelato place that was kind of in the middle of tourist stuff. It wasn't that great.
It's okay.
It was...
I mean, I like gelato in general, so like I didn't have a bad time.
Yeah.
But like I was like,
it was all right.
It's okay.
And then we kind of walked over to the, like, across the bridge, the iconic bridge. What is that bridge called?
I don't remember, honestly.
Ponte Vecchio.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. We walked over that bridge and just kind of hung out around that area.
Expensive luxury accessory shop, I'd say.
Yes. And then just kind of sat down and chilled for a little bit. And then we made our way back over to the other side to this theater and a bookstore.
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly it was called.
Yeah. It's something that I've seen a lot on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Anytime I've ever seen anything about Florence, that is what it's about.
It was really, really cool to see, though.
Just like screen up, and they were playing Winnie the Pooh.
Yes, and it was in English.
English version, but with French subtitles, which I really appreciated because I was like, I know these words. Italian, my bad, sorry. Italian subtitles, and I was like, I know these words. Yeah. I could hear the English. This is great.
Yes. And I got disappointed that I didn't get an affogato. So after we went there, we went and got me an affogato.
Yeah.
From the same gelato place, Gelateria de Neri, that we went to the night before because it was a good place. And it was a really good affogato.
Yeah.
And from there, we walked really early to that same sunset spot from the night before.
Well, we didn't want to miss it.
We
I was like, we got 1 day left, guys. Come on.
And we got ourselves a good spot, and we just wait and watched it. Yeah, it said it was great.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. It was really cool.
And from there, we kind of just hung around, shopped around a little bit. We both wanted leather bags.
Yes, we did.
And so we kind of roamed for a bit before our reservations at Casa Chiabanti at 7.
Yeah.
And so we just roamed for a while, and we both got leather bags, and that was fun. And then made our way back to our hotel room after that.
Yeah.
The Casa Chiabatini was a pretty good restaurant. I really enjoyed that one, actually. Out of all the places that
the restaurant
my client recommended,
that night. Oh,
that was my favorite.
It was really
one
good.
That she recommended.
It was probably the best service we ever had. When it came to dining. I liked it a lot. They're really sweet, very, very kind.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Hard to go wrong. And they kept refilling the bread, and I was so happy about that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
the
bread was great.
I was like, can I just take your whole focaccia thing? Like, they had a big old thing of
Let
focaccia.
me take the focaccia.
And I was like, this is great.
Yes.
Goodness.
Then the next morning we woke up to pack our bags, and we hopped on the train yet again.
Yeah.
And we went to Rome, to the Roma Termini. Yes.
Last stop.
We did stop at the train station, McDonald's, before we hopped on the train.
It was it was a move. It was such a move.
That was a move. We got a McToast.
McToast is
and
the
some
best.
Parmesan and
so
some
good.
classic fries.
Oh my gosh.
Those were great. We walked to our hotel from the Rome terminal to drop off our luggage in the morning. And then just kind of started roaming around Rome a little bit.
Yeah.
Made our ways to a couple of souvenir shops that I wanted to go to. Ran into the McDonald's that I had seen in Rome.
It was so random, too. We saw the McDonald's, and I was like, what if that was like the McDonald's that we saw? And we walked in, I'm like, this is the McDonald's that we saw on TikTok.
And it was like the bougiest, craziest.
Like, it was stone.
McDonald's.
It was stone floors. It was like kind of going under certain things.
Mm-hmm.
It was like there was statues. Everything was just so cool, and like clearly in like the Roman era that they were trying to like emulate.
Yeah,
makes sense.
And we decided to go in there and try a couple things. We just got a whole bunch of stuff we couldn't get in America.
That's very true. Very true.
We got a tiramisu, which
she coined the term.
Tiramisu. They should have called it tiramisu.
Oh man, she said it at first, and I was like, "Is that what they call it?" And she was like, "No,
that's what I call it.
I just made it up." I'm like, "That's beautiful. I like that. That's awesome." Tiramisu.
Atlas got a pistachio McFlurry.
Yes, I did.
We got really some cool. Like donuts that were filled with different like creams and stuff, and a mochi kind of donut.
Yeah.
And no, it wasn't a mochi donut. It was a regular donut, but it had marshmallows on it.
Oh. Yes, you're right. Yeah, it was like pink one. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Anyway, just got to try a couple things there. Oh, and those fried like cheese balls.
Oh my gosh, yes. Just better products that I would kill for if they, could make that a thing in America, which I know they'll never do.
Yeah.
But, I was hoping for it. I'm hoping for it.
And then from there, we went to the souvenir shops I had talked about, walked around a couple piazzas. Yeah. And then we made our way over to the Pantheon, which was really cool. We got to go in there. The architecture there is absolutely stunning. It was beautiful, apart from the screaming child in there that was echoing through.
That was a key feature. Really, really made it.
Unfortunately, I couldn't wait to get out of there because of that kid.
Yeah. I was trying to take it all in. She was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that's fair.
From there, we went to a pasta place. I do want to shout this one out because it was right next to the Pantheon, very close to
literally
Trevi Fountain.
Around the corner.
Yes, and it was not crazy expensive.
No, it for the price that we saw, it's
Taverna del Semirino.
That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Love that.
Anyway, oh my gosh, it was
packed. Yes. But it was cool. We got a table pretty quickly, I'd say. And
It
we
was so good.
sat down. She got the carbonara, which was like a staple thing that she was told to get.
And they also had a staple, like, I forget what it's called, but it's like a red pasta that's spicy, and it's a thing in Rome.
I got that.
Yes, Atlas got that.
Which I liked.
And we tried each other's and liked each other's better, so
we were
we
like,
swapped.
I was like, I like your carbonara. So you're like, I like your spicy pasta. I'm like, let's switch then.
Yeah. And that was the way to go.
And that's what we did.
And it was great. I got another Aperol Spritz as well.
Yes,
So
yes.
that was lovely.
That was probably my favorite lunch, I'd say.
Yeah, me too.
Probably next to the sandwiches. Like those two were very, very much top contenders for me.
Those were really great.
Great food all around, but just certain ones to get.
Yeah.
You know.
Then we got to see the Trevi Fountain. We
That was cool.
accidentally ran into it. We were going back to the hotel.
Like,
and
that's a
we
cool
were
fountain.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Wait,
that looks
that's the Trevi Fountain?
looks familiar.
Yeah.
I wonder what that is.
Then we took a fat nap.
Fat cat.
We took a fat nap and then woke up and looked up some places to go for dinner. We wanted to get good Roman pizza. We've been waiting to get pizza in Rome. And I found this place on TikTok that was pretty popular called Mariusia, I think.
Yeah.
And
Great experience overall, honestly.
yeah, it was a good experience. You had to have a reservation to get in. They let us walk in, which was really kind of them.
That was nice. That was nice.
Overall, the pizza style and the crust itself was amazing.
Amazing.
The flavor,
Except.
the flavor, they could have improved on the sauce.
Sauce.
I really think that was the only issue.
Well, the sauce, for me personally, and like I said, I'm eating
The
this.
cheese was good.
I'm eating this the way that American would. But for me, I was cutting into slices, and that cheese just falls off. It just falls off so quick. It's not stuck on it. And that's a me thing.
It was also really thin in the middle.
Very thin.
And so you couldn't, if you picked
So
up a slice,
floppy.
it would just flop over.
So
I made the rolling technique where you roll your crust
pizza
on
rolls
it.
right here.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, yeah, that totally works. I stayed true. I was like, I'm gonna make this a pizza. This is a pizza slice.
Yeah.
It's a pizza, and I was like, I basically like folded it like a sandwich, honestly.
Yeah.
It was like there's no other way to do it. And
Yeah.
it was good. It just was not anything to write home about.
Right.
I love the bread. Big fan of the bread that we had in Italy. Honestly, everywhere in Europe.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
So much better than it should be. And we were like, let's see, I can totally just fill up on bread, and I'd be
Yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah.
So that was okay. That was okay.
After that, we went to this place called Mr. 100 Tiramisu, where they had 100 flavors of tiramisu.
It was a very long list.
Oh yeah.
Very long
Where
list.
Atlas yet again got a pistachio tiramisu.
Pistachio tiramisu.
I got one with Nutella and strawberries
Yeah.
and digestive biscuits, and those were really good.
Yeah, I had a little bit more nuts than I wanted to on top of mine, but other than that, it was really good.
Yeah.
I liked mine a lot.
Really cool place. I bet their regular tiramisus are bomb.
I'm sure it's divine.
We probably should have got
But it was like 100 tiramisu flavors. I'm
Yeah,
gonna pick
you-
one
you
that's
gotta
not
try
tiramisu
one
flavor,
that's
you know?
Yeah.
Or not specific.
We went back to Trevi Fountain after this. We were thinking, because I saw something on TikTok a while ago of a light show on Trevi Fountain that happened hourly after 9 p.m.
It's like with lasers and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, that looks cool. I want
And
to see that.
we went there a little before 10 thinking we'd be able to see it, but turns out it was
for like an event that was
Yeah.
happening that was very specific. And I was like, oh, that makes more
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
So,
Because I didn't see any lights, but where the lights would be from what I would know.
yeah.
And it just wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
So then we walked back to the hotel.
But we got to see did we get to see the Spanish Steps yet at this point?
No.
Not yet. Not yet. That's next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. My bad.
We went back to the hotel, slept,
Yeah.
woke up for our Coliseum tickets.
Also, yes, Coliseum, asterisk. This is such a niche note, but the hotel's elevator is the smallest elevator I have ever been in.
Yeah.
It is so thin.
Yeah.
So
All
small.
of the elevators were pretty small.
Very true.
Yeah.
This one in particular, I was like, I don't know if we're going to fit with all these bags.
Yeah.
But anyways.
The
that was
Coliseum was really cool to
cool. Coliseum
see.
was awesome.
I looked up some tourist facts on ChatGPT, and it actually gave us a lot of really good perspective.
It was really fun to hear it.
Yeah.
From my perspective as
Yeah.
well. I liked it.
It was
a lot.
really nice. And I don't love when I have somebody telling me fun facts, but it's fun when it's someone you know telling you fun facts, you know?
Yeah.
So,
It's stuff I really wanted to know too, honestly. Stuff
Yeah.
that helped a ton with the experience of being in there.
yes.
And I would say for a beat, so
And hearing like how long it took to build
Yeah.
and
very true.
what it was used for and like different things like that about the trapdoors and the different things that would fight there. And it was
built, how
it was
built,
insane.
all the things. I remember when we got there, the tickets that we bought was, I think it technically just said arena only. So we assumed that we couldn't leave the first floor, basically.
Yes.
And we were wrong. Thankfully, we learned. So like I was taking all in as much as I possibly can as a guy, and Liv was like, "Are you ready to go?" I'm like, "I'm ready to go." And so we go, and then we see people going to the left of looking towards the entrance. We're like, "Where are they going?" And then we saw a staircase, and we're like, "God bless you."
Thank you.
And I was like, "Staircase."
Yeah.
And I don't see a rope.
Yeah.
I'm going.
And so we went up the staircase, got to go to some upper levels.
Yeah, second floor and third floor too. It was like really awesome to see just different angles of it. And
really cool.
I thought it was like, this is cool. I like this a lot.
And from there, we walked to take some photos with the Coliseum from a little place I saw on TikTok. It was a good photo op. And then we got to go look at all the ruins in the Roman Forum.
Yes.
And that was so cool. Really cool. I wish I would take a whole day just to walk around there. Yeah. We just had other things we wanted to do.
Rome was so overwhelming. I was like, oh, we need way more time than we were giving it right now. And we knew that.
I didn't feel the need to go back to Venice. But for Florence and Rome and Paris and London, all of those, I would go back.
Which totally makes sense if, the time that we spent there. We knew that it was just going to get a taste.
And we technically could go back to Venice because there were some things we did do there.
Sure,
too.
but it's like specifically, there's so many things in Rome, and it's the capital, right? It's the capital of Italy. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think so.
Yeah.
I may be wrong.
Or Sicily.
But a very, very important major city, clearly with a ton of history. We were just sitting there like, man, we want to take our time and just soak it all in. It was just hard. It was hard to do that because we knew we just didn't have a lot of time.
From there, we hopped on a bus. We hopped on the wrong bus at first out of a panic.
Yes.
And then hopped on the right bus to go towards St. Peter's Square.
Yeah. Because she was like, hey, we're here.
Yeah, I was like, we may as well go towards St. Peter's Basilica, see what the line looks like.
See what the Vatican is feeling like.
See what the Vatican's like. Cool. Oh, man, those lines were so long.
It was shocking.
And it got to a point, this was like almost 2 p.m. We hadn't eaten.
Hadn't eaten all day. Nothing real.
We were both kind of getting hangry, and we were about to wait in those lines. And then I was like,
you were like,
I'd like to eat.
Let's get some food.
And we were going to go to a sandwich place. I was kind of sandwiched out, though.
We were flip-flopping between a lot of places. Yeah. I was like, I don't know, because there was a McDonald's near here, and she was like, I don't want McDonald's. I'm like, all right. Yeah. I was like, she's trying to figure out. I just need calories. I don't care where it comes from.
So we just started walking, and we walked past this Asian restaurant, and the smell...
We were like...
was like, oh my gosh.
This is nice.
And we went in there and we got Asian food and it was so good.
It was shockingly great. We were like...
My udon noodles especially were great. And that's not surprising at all because of course the noodle dish.
Yeah, the noodle capital.
In Italy is going to be great. Yeah.
We were like, because our goal in Italy was, and just the place that we were at, was to partake in the cuisines that they're usually known for.
Yes.
That's why we got a lot of croissants and stuff in Paris. That's why we got pizza and pasta in Italy. It's a whole thing. Yeah. And and it almost felt sacrilegious, but we were like, no, we need food. It's okay. We'll do this once. And honestly, kind of opened my mind. I was like, hey, we should expand the palate a little bit right now.
It was so good.
So it was really, really, really nice. We were also really hungry and satiated us very well.
Oh, yeah. And after that, we were like, nope, let's not do the Vatican. Let's not do St. Peter's Basilica. I don't want to waste our day. Let's go somewhere else.
We just feel like we were already pretty tired at the end of the trip. We're kind of struggling.
This is our last day.
Until we get on the plane. And so
we headed towards the gardens of Villa Borghese after this.
Gotcha. That's the name.
And, and we went to this rowboat area.
This was fun.
That was around this, what's it called?
The
Temple of Asclepius.
Yeah, another ruin of the Roman Empire.
Which was so cool because you could just rent a rowboat and row around there for like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. So sweet. So awesome.
Yeah, it was a sweet little moment for us, and there was a guy playing music on the side of the road too, and that was cool to have his ambiance.
Doing a lot of Ed Sheeran stuff. It was really cool. It created a vibe. That was great.
And from there, we were gonna go to the museum of Borkies, but their tickets were sold out.
They were sold out for the day. And I was like, what?
And that was real close to our hotel. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go back to the hotel and hang out there for a bit. Just recharge before our reservation at Nino's.
Yes.
Now, Nino's was one that my client raved about.
Yes. And to be fair, and just to give context to the client, she's an older white woman.
Yeah.
And that's important to know.
Yes.
Because we are not older, but we are white.
Yeah.
And so we were hoping that part helped.
Yeah.
And it didn't on this one.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
No. So we got in there, and overall, the food was pretty good. Yeah. I loved Atlas's pasta.
My pasta
was so good.
Quite nice. What did you get again?
I got like pot roast and mashed potatoes.
It was like it looked like a Thanksgiving plate, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, it didn't.
Well,
it just looked like pot roast and mashed potatoes.
No, well, that seems like Thanksgiving stuff to me.
Well, just looked like a night at Grandma's to me.
That's what I also thought too. I was like, that's also Grandma's.
But the bread there was good. The breadsticks were good. The we got like a vegetable plate for our appetizer. It was all right.
They're I don't know if they're known for it or not, but I saw a lot of people getting artichokes around us.
Yes.
And
we got the artichoke too.
Yeah.
And we tried it.
It was like 2 artichokes. And we were like, ugh.
Yeah, it was not great.
It wasn't great. I don't know what I should have expected. I think I like tried to salt it up a lot, and it just it didn't help.
But I got an Aperol Spritz there too. It was our last dinner. We were kind of going all out.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit more expensive than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And anyway.
Well, we looked around. It was just all older generations of Italians, and clearly not the same tax bracket as us.
Yeah.
And so we were like, all right, this might be tough. But we're here. It's the last day.
Yeah.
We've budgeted out enough that we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And so
we enjoyed it. And then after that, we made our way over to the Spanish Steps because we had to.
Yeah.
And at that point, I don't know what exactly was going on, but we were not doing amazing with each other.
I think we were just exhausted.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately. I mean,
also, my heels were killing me. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
They were blistered.
Yes.
And I think it may have been just Nino's kind of killing it a little bit.
I agree. I think we expected more from it. We weren't exactly necessarily happy with it. It was pretty expensive. And I think I was definitely feeling the weight of financial everything. And I was like, okay, what's going on here? And I was just tired.
Yeah.
Really tired.
Yeah. And so we walked back to from the Spanish Steps to the hotel. We got to the hotel, got undressed. We're getting ready for bed and stuff.
Yeah.
And Atlas was like, this would be such a somber note for us to end our trip on.
Like,
this is our last day here.
Yeah, I was like, is this it?
Yeah.
Come on.
And then I was like, we could go get gelato. So we looked up a gelato
let's go get
place.
gelato.
Yeah. We looked up a gelato place that was open that way near us. There's one like a 5-minute walk away.
Yeah.
We walked there.
There's a couple sweet Asian ladies, and they're just like, would you like some gelato? I'm like, yes, please.
The best gelato of the trip.
It was the best gelato.
Best gelato of the trip.
It was shocking.
I will shout that place out too.
It's such a random, debatably hole in the wall kind of thing. And I was like, why is this so good? I had cinnamon gelato.
Neve de latte.
What was it again?
Neve de latte.
There it is.
So good.
I had cinnamon.
Yes.
Just cinnamon. You could get as many flavors as you want, but I had cinnamon.
I got 4 different flavors in mine, and all of them were great.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Oh, it was and they were closing up at that point.
Great way to end it.
But they served us, which was really nice.
Yeah.
And after that, it was like, all right.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
Yeah. Next morning, we woke up, packed our stuff, went and hopped on yet another train to head back to the airport.
About an hour's train ride.
We hung out around the airport for a while.
Yeah. The train, the airport for Rome is not in Rome.
No.
It's not in Rome. It's not like DFW where it's it's kind of close, but not really. It's it's an hour's train.
Yeah.
Which is impressive to me. I was like, that's wow. Okay. Yeah. It's out of the way.
It was kind of stressful. We were kind of we didn't know where our terminal was going to be. They hadn't announced it yet. And so we were waiting for them to announce it.
Yeah, they take their time on announcing terminals.
Yeah. And so we were just kind of lingering around. We got some flatbread from the
it was just like airport. A Starbucks type like a little side
Yeah.
market, if you will, side cafe.
And then we finally make it to...
It was flatbread, yeah. It was like a little pizza. That's kind of funny.
And then we finally made it to the terminal.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
And it was kind of far away again, if I remember correctly.
It was very, I mean, it's
we were like on the wrong side of the airport. We had to do a lot of walking.
Like, that's not right.
And
we got our steps in this
We
trip.
made it there, and the airport incident happened. The airplane incident.
Yes. So, little known fact, I don't know, for anybody that has not traveled internationally, you wouldn't know this, but those who have probably do. At least, I think so. I don't know. But
if you fly an economy.
If you fly an economy, you definitely know. So, when you buy your tickets, at least we bought our tickets, and then we were given an email, this was before we got on the honeymoon, of, hey, if you want to pick your seats, it's an extra charge. And I was like, that's wild. But okay. And like the middle seat's like maybe $20, but like the window seat or the aisle seat was like near $100, if not $100.
Yeah.
And was like so discouraging to us because we were already just like, we're already spending $1.50. Like you're nickel diming us in a way that I don't like personally. But I get it. You're making money. I get it. And so for the first go around, I think I bought our seats like a week before, maybe. I don't know. It was close to the flight, and we got seats together.
Yeah.
For this one, I hadn't bought seats yet, and it was the night before, and the wrong idea. Don't do this. But I checked to go buy the seats because I was like, you know what? We're already here. We're already spending way more than I thought, but also we still have budgeted this out. I'll go buy the seats so that we're guaranteed sitting together. Nowhere on the map to buy seats were there seats together. All of them were separate. And so I got a little worried, but I was like, you know what? Just got married. We're on our honeymoon. I think I can sell this story pretty well. I'm sure I can get someone to move.
Especially if you have window seats.
Especially if you have window seats. So I bought 2 window seats to trade, basically. I was like, and it was a good spot in the plane. I think it was like technically like the upgraded economy. I don't know what it was. It was just different. And so we're at the airport, or we get in, and so I'm just like, I get my game face on. I'm like, all right, come on. And I'm non-confrontational as much as I possibly can be, but I also know that when I want something, and especially if I'm serving her, I will move heaven and earth. I will figure it out. I will, even if I have to like be sweating the entire time, I will do it. And we get to our spots, and I am not expecting this, but I probably should have. For the record, this is, by the way, this is bad planning on my end. I hate how we got here. This is my problem that I gotta fix. But everybody around us in the rows that we picked were all married. All of them wanted to sit next to each other, obviously, and none of them wanted to give up their seats. And I was like, that's fair. That's okay. That's okay. That's just this section. And I went down section by section by section in our section of seats, and I think there's like a lot of sections. But I checked that first.
He made like an announcement.
I did.
To the flight.
I checked with the stewardess first. I was like, hey, we're not sitting next to each other. This is totally my fault. Is there any way you can ask people? And I think she gave it her best shot, but also at the same time, who wants to move, you know? And if I was asked to move, I'd probably say no. So I felt really bad asking, but I was like, I'm fighting for my wife and us to sit next to each other. I'm going to ask. I'm going to give it my best shot. And if I ask everybody on the plane and everybody says no, then I will accept it. I'll let God be God, and I'll let my actions settle for the next 13 hours. And so I ask around. I started asking the middle seats, and the stewardess came up to me very lovingly. She was like, hey, just want to let you know, you're asking premium seats right now. And I was like, I am so sorry. Who should I be asking? She was like, you should probably be asking the back of the plane. I'm like, that makes so much sense. I was already out of my mind at this point. And so I'm just starting, I go to the other side of the plane, I go to the back, and I just started going row by row. And eventually I find this lovely Italian and there's this lovely woman, and I'm like, I say what I've been saying this entire time, like, hey, hi, I'm so sorry, but I need 2 seats next to each other, and I got 2 window seats in the better part of the plane. It's not first class, but it's pretty good. As long as you guys don't know each other, you guys can have them. Would you like them? And they're like, their only reservation was, well, is there space for my bag above the seating? And I was like, yes, there is. it's where my bag is. You can take it. And so they're like, okay. And I'm drenched in sweat at this point. Like, not above, but like in everything that's clothes. It's like, just like, I'm so scared. I'm so nervous. I'm terrified. I'm anxious. I don't do that. I don't just ask people to move for my own mistake. And so lovely. And thankfully they didn't know each other, so it wasn't hard for them to move. But they thankfully moved. And I finally went to my wife at that time. And I was like, hi, I got us seats.
And I'm like drying my tears.
She's like, she was in tears. It broke my heart. I was like, I messed up. I'm so sorry. I'm going to make this right. Or at the very least, I'm going to try everything I can. And by the grace of God, like, truly, we found people that wanted to move or were able to move. And at that time, once I said that, everybody kind of like congratulated us. They're like, yeah, you got a seat. Because they didn't want us to not sit next to each other. They were just like, I'm sorry, I just want to sit next to my person. And I was like, fair, understandable.
I just want to sit in the spot I bought.
100%. I was like, no worries. I totally understand that. I'm just trying to figure out this problem. And like, as we were walking, they were like, congratulations on your marriage. That's awesome. And so the spotlight was on us, and like, it was Liv and I. And Liv was just completely just like a puddle at that point. You're like, thanks. As the tears were just drying off, and it was a whole thing. And I was like, I'm so sorry, but it worked out. I hope you appreciated my effort, because I was
it made me feel like he was always going to fight for me, which was a good thing to feel on my. And I
knew that, but it's like putting to action. It makes it very clear.
It's hard too.
It's so hard. Yeah. It's so difficult. And not that I didn't want to serve you, but it was like, this is just gonna be tough.
Right.
This is just gonna be hard. And so it was tough, but it was worth it. Totally worth it. Obviously, going forward, we will be paying for seats. It clearly worth. I was like, I will pay triple the price that they charge online to get seats together. I don't care where it is, but it was just one of those things. But anyways, got seated. Pretty good flight.
It was a 12-hour flight this time, not 9.
Correct.
We left at 11 a.m. Rome time, arrived in Dallas at 4 p.m. Dallas time.
Yes. Yeah.
But this was not good because it was 1 p.m. Rome time, and we had to stay up until sleep.
I mean, you're talking about like basically 36 hours.
Yeah.
At that point, if you don't want to sleep.
Didn't we go to our friend's birthday party that night? We went to Gus's birthday party that night.
We were dying. And by the way, we weren't sure if we were going to be able to do it, but we did make the effort. Glad we did, but it was like kind of pushing it. I was able to take a 3-hour nap on the flight. Unfortunately, Liv could not. This was just because of how the seats were arranged.
Yeah.
Like I said, my fault. But she woke me up to them giving us ice cream. It's like the best way to wake it. It was so nice.
Yeah, honestly, the in-flight meals were pretty good. I've never had like an in-flight meal before, and
I've never had a long enough flight for that.
Yeah, all of them were pretty good. I was like decently surprised.
I was like, this is actually pretty awesome. And so, sorry, there's
like a wreck on.
There's a wreck over here. My bad. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, ignore the flashing lights.
Ignore that. That's not for us, thankfully. But no, the food was really good. Yeah. It was kind of shockingly good. And I remember when the stewardess came over and she was like, I don't know what the options were. I think it was like pasta and chicken. And she was like, we got like one chicken. And I was like, I felt so bad about what I had done to like move people that I was like, just give me the pasta. Because they had so many pastas at this point. And so I was like, let me take this off her plate. So she got I think you got the chicken. Am I wrong about that?
Okay.
So she got the chicken and I was okay with that. And so anyways, got the food really good. And I think we had, am I wrong that we had 2 meals?
Yeah, we did have 2 meals.
I think we had 2 meals. And so that was awesome. That was really cool. And yeah, I mean, I also had dessert, which was ice cream.
Yeah.
Which was really fun. And then we landed, got picked up by my mom again.
Yeah.
And got driven back to their house, which is where my car was. And fun little thing about that, we got a ticket on that car.
Yeah, because it was parked in front of a fire hydrant.
Parked in front of a fire hydrant that I have parked in front of before because I visit my parents sometimes. That happens. What a crazy thought. And for some reason this time around, just got a ticket.
Of course, that's our luck.
That's our luck.
Spent an arm and a leg on our honeymoon, and now there's $120.
Dallas is just like, you parked in front of a fire hydrant. How dare you? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Are you? It's a Subaru. But anyways, but that was it.
Yeah,
we got home.
That is the honeymoon adventure.
That was the honeymoon adventure. I hope you guys liked it.
We didn't mention this. We did get a watercolor from every single one of the places that we went to.
Yeah, it was like a little postcard kind of thing. And
we're still not sure what to do with them. So
we might end up make a book. We might frame them. No idea.
Don't know.
Leave it in the comments below if you have ideas. But anyways, thank you for listening to the Off Scot Free podcast.
Yeah.
Hope
Thank you for giving us something to do on our long drive.
Appreciate it. Now we got 51 minutes left, and we're going to have some fun. Anyways, peace.